used from '96 to 2002 or something, and I just like for the last release like this year on the Shit Catapult, I thought it's a nice idea to use the old name for the new record. It's a very old band. I mean, it was my first music project at all in the 80s, kind of NDW, you know, Neue Deutsche Welle, kind of new wave with German lyrics, and at this time, yeah, it was my first band.
Und die kleinen Finger können nicht mit der Straßenbahn.
When I create my music, it's more like having an idea how it should sound. I mean, it's hard to find, like, to explain it, but it's always something, an idea how the music should be for this project, or in general what I like to do, what is not. Something what I never listened before. I mean, this is always like, of course I listen to music and I have some influences, but I like to transform it to something what I never heard myself. It's always this idea of how music should be. Like for example, I really like this kind of minimal things and very electronic. I'm not really a fan of some real instruments. I mean, of course I listen also to bands and also to contemporary music concerts, but as soon as I hear, you know, like a trumpet or violin or a piano, a guitar, it's actually always a context. So because these instruments existing for long years, and if you listen to a piano, okay, you know it's a piano, and you have immediately in an imagination what is a piano, what is connected to the piano, like all the music, what is made for a piano, it comes to your mind. And this is not, this electronic music is a little bit different because it doesn't exist that long, so there's a other context, and that's what I like actually, to find new ways to. And this is this kind of idea, like always, to find something new and something what I didn't heard before. I use the visuals more as like a replacement for the usual light shows, and it's a little bit hard. I mean, I see myself as a musician still, and I have this visuals too, but it's always hard to find the balance. You know, if the visuals become too heavy, then it takes the attention away from the music, and that's what I don't like. I mean, in the best way, if both is well balanced, then it can create something in between, and something maybe another additional stage for perception. But I mean, this is really hard to find, so I still work on it. I know my tools quite well, so, and I found what I need to do the stuff I want to do. So I'm not really that much interested in technology nowadays anymore, because it's always then also takes a lot of time to get into a new kind of software. Also, and then sometimes I read about new stuff, and also at the moment, after all these using computers and bringing all the whole kind of studio to the computer, there's not that much going on at the moment. So at least for I mean, there's a lot of new things, but it's not this really new step or new stage. What was it like in 2000 or something? Around this time, that was really like changing the whole process of audio production from like a big studio back to the small computers. And this is at the moment I don't see a big change like this. I think so. Yeah, I think some people, especially not in all kinds of art, they do it really in besides, you know. I mean, sometimes it doesn't take that long. Like there was also a period. Well, but usually I know from my experience and for myself, I always had really hard to fight for what I did, and need a long time also to create. So I really admire people who do it like just. A lot of science fiction stuff, especially there's these Russian writers, Strugatsky, both and Arkady Strugatsky, and it was really inspiring me for a long period in my life, and I still like to read it. Brazil is, for example, one of my favorite movies, all-time favorite, and 2001 Space Oddity, for example. So, but also like Pulp Fiction was a good movie, I think. And then some smaller like P, for example, I really love. The last good idea, yesterday also, I had a nice idea for the next album. So for some reason, I was looking for this kind of interval signals from radio stations, this kind of, and I found some really, what is not so common nowadays, but in the early years, and I remember I was listening a lot to radio stations. So and there's really beautiful stuff, especially this Russian radio station like Radio Moscow. Also, they have this really famous kind of melodies, and there's another station. I forgot the name. And so I was about, you can collect them or you can find them on the internet. And so I was collecting a lot of these signals. And there's really beautiful stuff, also like some German stations. They had this really kind of electronic, kind of short, you know, melodies or signals. The idea to have it as a